Hello everybody, welcome to OCHD and welcome to another Kotodaman video. Today we're talking about the bingo for the One Punch Man collaboration. Kind of hard to believe this is the first One Punch Man collaboration, but it is. They waited until season 3 to do it, don't ask me why. And this is the bingo for 1,000 gems. There is a part 2 to the bingo, which we won't be covering today, but I have listed the missions in the description. So if you want to have a look at those, if you need to look at those, you can. So mission 1 and mission 4 we're clearing at the same time because they're sort of for the same stage. Mission 1 is for the once a day version of the Phoenix Man stage, and mission 4 is for the intermediate or advanced class. You need to clear that 3 times. Now, the once a day counts as a run of the advanced class stage. So by just clearing the once a day and the intermediate and the advanced once each, that would clear both of these missions. The most efficient way to farm Phoenix Man is to just clear the daily stage each day, because it gives significantly more luck than the intermediate or advanced, the standard versions. But it's still worth doing the intermediate or advanced at least once each, because you do get some gems the first time you clear them. So I do think it is worth doing them at least once, even if you're just gonna come back and farm them once a day on the way for max luck. Now, mission 2, the training quest. Now this is a daily stage, but it's a daily stage that requires a key. So how do you get a key? You get a key from logging into the game. I don't know what the point of the key is. If it's a daily stage, what am I know? I just clear it once a day, so it's fine. So what purpose does the key serve? You've added one extra step. I have to open up my gift box and collect the key, and then I can do the daily stage. Very odd. This is actually a very, very straightforward stage. Just set up any standards for Hiragana combo and you will clear the stage. Probably that I've got like a bunch of blue units here because I think this is the same team I use for Phoenix Man, but realistically I don't think it matters. I don't know, let's see how much damage we're doing. How much does a Tobe do here? Yeah, okay, yeah, you can pretty much use any team. So job done, mission clear. And moving on to mission 3. Mission 3 is my favorite. You know it's my favorite. It's the quiz. As always, we have the answers here on the screen. It's in 3 sections, and the 3 sections are actually they have different amounts of questions in them. So you'll see the questions for each section on the left hand of the screen. In the description, I have linked to the Twitter account that posted the answers, because they saved me a lot of hassle by doing that, and I'm very grateful. So don't forget to check them out. And yeah, so for section 1, it's only 3 questions. Then for section 2, I think it's like 5, and for section 3, it's 2. So obviously 10 questions in total. In each set of questions, they're sort of, they can be randomized within their set. So there's no guarantee it's going to be in one specific order. There's no guarantee it's going to be in the same order that mine are in. But if you follow along on screen, you can see on the left-hand side of the column, the start of the question, and the right-hand side of the column is like the answer itself. So it should give you an idea of what you got to do. I don't think this one was too bad in terms of, like, sometimes they have a lot of 4 Hiragana answers, and when they do that, it's like, well, which one is it? And you have to specifically look at the question. Whereas if they're sort of varied, and especially if they have lots of answers that are above 4 Hiragana, it makes things easier because you actually get hints. They only ever make you guess 4 Hiragana for each question. So if a question's answer is 6 Hiragana, that means they will give you 2 of them straight away, and that often is like a big hint for you to answering it with the answer list we have here. So pretty nice. I'm not watching One Punch Man Season 3. I've read the manga. So I'm not 100% sure on where exactly in the story it is. I think this event is sort of like a... just get a version of a lot of the big name characters into the game, which is understandable, I would say. I do think a One Punch Man collab would have made a lot more sense a long time ago. I don't know, like during season 1 or whatever. But you know, I do like One Punch Man. It's a series I like. I've never read the webcomic. I watched like a season 1 of the anime, but I have read the manga. Like I'm virtually up to that in the manga. I'm like a few chapters behind or whatever. But it's a bit messy with the manga because it's not like released in a straightforward order. So I can't even really remember what's going on in the manga right now. Not 100% anyway. I can remember bits here and there. Oh, it's like the Neo... Wait, if people watching the anime, is that spoilers? I don't know. It's like the Neo heroes. That's what's going on. Anyway, quiz is done. And that is mission 3 done. So mission 5, we have to clear the once a day version of the Gyoro Gyoro stage. Thankfully, this is one of the slightly easier stages. Obviously, we're still in... I'm still not 100% sure if they're going to take away that thing where you can bring along the buddy. I really hope they don't, because I think that is an absolutely sensational, fantastic feature that should stay. But if you're playing at the start, for sure, definitely, that feature will still be available to you. And if you're having trouble with any of the slightly more challenging stages, and I think this is one of the slightly more challenging ones, at least for the bingo, then you may want to bring along someone here. I opted not to because I wasn't sure what the other stages were like just yet. But ultimately, I don't think this stage was too bad. Obviously, we have a black type enemy, and as always, they like to make you try and come up with a mix of characters here. So red, blue, green, and white to get rid of the bomb. You also have to deal with I think it was the balloon gimmick as well. But as far as slightly more difficult stages go, I don't think this is actually that bad. I think, like, considering, I mean, spoilers, I beat this in one turn. So, considering I can do that, I would say most players should be able to at least beat it without too much difficulty. It might take a few turns, but especially if you have a strong ally that you can pick, then gonna make your life a bit easier, and I think you should be able to do it. So, mission 5, big old tick. Mission 6. Now, when I was thinking of should I do like the second page of the bingo, a lot of the stages are not available, and for no reason, stage 2 of the S rank hero quest is unavailable. Because I was thinking I'll just throw stage 2 and stage 3 in there, because you know I'm doing stage 1. I might as well do them all, and it just you can't do it. But my assumption is that whichever hero you are fighting, it's just going to ask you to spell out their name or part of their name. So in this case, they want you to spell out Flash. Easy peasy. Really? No? I say that, but I had to do this twice. I did mess up the first time. But nonetheless, this stage is so easy. The bomb is actually just completely not important. You can totally just kill the enemy. Like, normally with these stages, it's like the bomb kills them and the damage you're doing is like negligible. In this case, the bomb's damage is negligible and you're the one that kills them. So it doesn't even matter if you spell the name wrong like 100 times, you're still going to beat the stage. So it's fine. Then mission 7, we have to clear the once a day stage. Now you can see I switched my teams around there, and the reason I did that is because this stage drops charms. So I wanted to choose a character I knew I didn't have a charm equipped to. As for whether or not you're going to get a good charm, who can say? But you can always just reject them if you look at them and you think none of them are useful. Like, quite often it will have ones that are like for a specific type of unit, like, you know, from the monster class or the machine class or whatever, and that might not be useful to you. But I thought it's better to, instead of just running it with the same old luck lead that I always use that already has a charm, to use a character that I have used as a lead recently, and take them and get them a charm. So I've done that. I don't think I got a particularly good one, but the odds of you getting like a really, really good one are not good. Even if you do it every day during the event, they are not good. But still worth doing, and for the second part of bingo, you will need to clear this multiple times. So just letting you know that now. Mission 8. Create words with 4 hiragana 10 times. Now, I've kind of thrown that in with Mission 9. It's Mission 9 you're seeing in the background right now. And I'm going to show... So this is the section of the story. I'm going to show Stage 7 first, even though you don't need to clear Stage 7 for Mission 9. But you need to clear Stage 7 to get to Stage 9 to do Mission 9, which is clear Stage 9 3 times. So I thought I'd show Stage 7, and then, you know, you can work out the rest from there. But Mission 8 I've kind of thrown in here, because at this point you will have done a load of words with 4 hiragana anyway, from just playing the game, from just doing the bingo. But I thought I got to mention it somewhere. And I guess just have it in the back of your mind that you want to be creating words with 4 hiragana, but that's kind of the whole game. that's kind of how you play the game. So I would say, in all likeliness, you will have that done already before you even clear Mission 9. But if not, just get through Mission 9 and it'll be easy. I think this particular stage must have been featured in like a previous bingo. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know why. I basically don't beat these story mode stages unless it asks me to for a bingo. Or unless I feel like I need to go farm some stuff. I don't know. So I guess it asked me. It must have done, and I must. So I've probably beaten this stage before on video, but there it is again. And we beat it in one turn, which again I think like, it wasn't the hardest. Like I didn't even make a particularly good team. And for a lot of these stages, you will see me running that same luck leader, but not for this one, because we've got a specific gimmick that you need to that little thing, the little like I think it's called like a transformation or something like that. But basically you get turned into like a little pixie, and that honestly, that gimmick kind of sucks. This is not the hardest stage in the world, but if you don't use a leader that resists that gimmick, you're probably not going to have a great time of beating the stage. Because yeah, he instantly hits you for 1,000 damage. You have to get a combo of a yellow unit. You need to resist the mines and the balloons. Plus they have some damage reduction. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in this stage, but ultimately they don't have a lot of HP. So it can be kind of difficult, but as long as you have a leader that is resisting that pixie thing, and then you have an assortment of characters that can sort of handle like the balloon and the landmine and stuff, you should be fine. And also, you'll want most of your characters to be yellow, because you need to get at least one yellow special off each turn. So you can see here, kind of a formality this stage. Like the damage I'm doing is crazy, but yeah, for a weaker account, this might be a little bit tough. Just because of that debuff. So make sure you have a leader that resists that pixie change debuff thing. And if you happen to have this unit that I'm using on the left, I think she's free to play. I don't remember summoning for her. I'm not 100% sure. If you happen to have her, she's pretty good. She's helped me out here, and we beat the stage. So job done, bingo done. And yeah, there is obviously, you know, the second page, which if you're trying to max out Speed of Sound Sonic, you will need to actually do page 2. But loads of the stuff isn't available yet, so I mean, I'm not gonna put that in the video. In the description, I've listed all the missions. They're not too hard. They're really not too hard. Even like the harder stages, it just says like challenged them rather than beat them. So you should be okay. And yeah, look, there they are. There's the stage 2 mission. So if you're wanting to max him out, then you are gonna have to do that. But I believe in you. It's not too bad. I believe in you. But the last thing we have to do, of course, is the free summon. If you clear the quiz, you get a free summon on this One Punch Man gacha. It's like a very high chance to just get a 4-star, and well, we did get a 4-star, but you can get a 5-star. Just putting it out there. And if you do get a 5-star, it will be a One Punch Man 5-star. Fantastic. But that's the end of the video. I will be back for some summons, so look forward to that. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.